Welcome to the very first episode of Spilling the Beans, where we are going to talk all things about the world of coffee. I'm Hillary.
I'm Greg.
And today we are going to talk about different ways of preparing coffee and how that can affect taste and flavor and all sorts of things like that. So without further ado, let's jump right in.
We are going to try the same coffee made in a French press versus the same coffee made in a traditional coffee maker, like the Mr. Coffee coffee pot. Now, I want to preface this by saying I typically hate coffee made from the coffee pot. If we have a nice coffee, we have a nice specialty coffee, which we do. Show them our coffee. We have a coffee from the great state of Colima, Mexico. We just got this today. It was roasted just a few days ago, about a week ago. It is 100% Arabica. It was grown at 1,400 meters above sea level. Typica.
Smells delicious.
Bourbon. It smells amazing. So my perception is that coffee made in a coffee pot is just not good. It's like, I feel like if you're gonna buy a good quality coffee, you should take your time in making it, whether that be a French press or pour over or AeroPress or just like buy it whole bean, grind yourself, spend time making a good quality cup of coffee. But is it any better?
I don't know. We're going to put you to the test.
I don't know which coffee is in which. We have one in a red cup, one, it's not red. This is sunrise
red.
Sunrise red and ocean teal.
Yep.
Right off the bat, just looking at the color.
I was going to say, I can tell the colors of the coffee.
Which, can we get
different.
a shot? I know this is going to mess up our... We got to get a shot. We got to get a shot. All right. Right off the bat, I'm thinking that the sunrise red is the coffee pot and that the French press is in the ocean teal. It's hard.
Why don't you close your eyes and no cheating, and I'm going to tell them which one's in which.
Okay.
Okay. Hold the cups a little higher so I can just point.
Okay.
Okay. This one is the coffee pot, and this one is the French press.
Okay.
Oh, that was close. You almost opened your eyes too soon.
So the question will be, and I'm notoriously a bad taste tester. Hillary is our master cupper. She's the one that she is definitely better at this.
Yeah, I'm really curious to know, because Greg he is quite snobby when it comes to coffee, a good quality coffee prepared in just a regular old like coffee pot. So I'm curious to know.
It tastes like a good cup of coffee.
And it's important to note we use the exact same amount of coffee, like ground coffee, to water. We use the exact same so that we'd just be comparing
closer to
coffee to coffee.
Yeah. Same ratio.
Yeah.
However, and I think this could skew it. Maybe this is episode 2. Typically, whenever we make coffee in the coffee pot, we use less grounds for the same amount of water, and so that could be one reason
that Greg always
don't
feels
like it. But okay, first impressions were that I feel like that was a good cup of coffee. I mean, the truth of the matter is, you're buying a specialty cup of coffee. It's gonna taste. That's still gonna taste better than
like a grocery
supermarket
store,
coffee. So it still tastes good. It's just, it's like if you buy, I don't know, if you buy a nice steak, do you want to grill it or do you want to like microwave it?
I don't like steak.
If you're gonna buy,
ooh, but microwave steak.
Exactly.
Wait, okay, close your eyes.
Wait, what?
Okay. Uh-oh. I can see. I saw like a little twitch of his eye, which means he's a little nervous he might choose the same, and then he's no longer a good coffee snob if he can't tell the difference.
I'm going to unequivocally say
I feel like your eyes tell me you're not confident.
No, I'm confident. I'm confident between... I think...
Wait, are you confident?
Am I confident or do I think? The flavors in this cup taste more pronounced to me. I feel like I'm not good at picking out
Like specific flavors.
Specific flavors,
okay.
like, this tastes like plum and honey. But this one, the flavors taste more pronounced in a good way.
Interesting. So which cup do you like better? You can go back to the first cup and kind of try them.
And we're not doing some snobby cupping session here. So for all of you watching that are expecting you're not gonna get it. Although I did get some.
I feel like I got some backlash.
I did get some
backwash.
There's a reason people do that. I get it, and I did get some good flavors actually just now, but that's just not how you drink coffee.
That's how the professionals taste coffee.
We want to drink coffee and talk about coffee as much as a normal person would.
Normal people, yeah.
I mean.
Okay, what do you think? Which one do you enjoy one more than the other?
Yeah.
Which one do you think's better? Which one tastes better? Regardless of which one you think was made in which contraption.
I think this one. I don't think this one tastes better. Yeah, that one tastes better. I don't know. It's like, again, it's not that one is bad. It's the exact same coffee.
Same coffee.
They were finished brewing at the same time.
Yeah.
And we ground the coffee ourselves today. So it's not like one was already pre-ground. You tell me which one is better.
Okay.
I think the Ocean Teal unequivocally better.
Unequivocally twice in one day? He said he wasn't snobby. Oh man, that smells so good. You gotta chew the coffee.
It's hard because you know.
I know, and I feel like I'm biased based on the appearance.
Mm-hmm.
One looks a lot more clear, and one looks a lot more almost like, I don't know, how would you describe that? Not clear.
Yeah, maybe.
I gotta agree. I feel like the coffee in this teal cup is a lot more flavorful. This one almost just tastes like
muted
or like almost like watered down, and it doesn't help that it actually looks like that. This one kind of looks like a lot more like clear and kind of watered down, but I also feel like that's how it tastes. It just kind of tastes like watered down, like a watered down soda or something.
Mm-hmm.
But again, this on its own, you wouldn't have this to compare it to.
So you're telling me I'm right. Go ahead. Tell me. I know you don't want to say it, but
I don't want to say it, but Greg is right. I mean, he nailed it. The one in the Ocean Teal, like I told you guys, is or was that backwards?
No.
Nah, just kidding.
No.
I had to say to myself over and over, coffee pot was red. Coffee pot was red.
You didn't even need to say it. It was just obvious.
Yeah. It is obvious, and
which is interesting because we've never done this taste test. I've always just perceived, man, we'll make the coffee pot coffee sometimes, more so when maybe we have guests or we want to make a lot of coffee because that's what it's good at. I always just feel like, you know what?
It's fast, and other people don't have a French press, and it's like
I just don't enjoy. I mean, part of drinking coffee is obviously for the caffeine and for the energy, and kind of just the pure habit of it, I suppose. But the other part of it is just like that little bit of enjoyment you get out of obviously the flavors and drinking it, but also making the coffee, buying the coffee, selecting the coffee,
preparing the coffee, and kind of like making it.
Yeah. I think it's the difference between, like, if you want food, you just need calories, you're hungry, your body needs something, you can get fast food.
Drive through fast food.
And that will 100% fulfill your needs calorically, maybe not nutritionally. You'll feel full, but compare that with maybe preparing a dinner that you're going to have with friends. You spend time choosing what you're going to make, choosing the recipes, cooking it.
Greater appreciation.
It's a better process, and even if maybe it's less food, you're just going to appreciate the whole process more. And I know maybe some people live most people live, ourselves included, a very hectic, busy, chaotic lives. But my view of it is, if you're going to buy specialty coffee, just spend the 10-15 minutes in the morning to prepare.
To really enjoy it. Like,
go slow, prepare your coffee, enjoy it, and then you can go crazy. Then you can go con todo the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But for that coffee,
right.
I think going, like, maybe saving a minute or two, which I don't even know if the coffee pot was faster.
I thought that too. Actually, I'm not even sure that the coffee pot is really that much faster. And, I mean, Greg's right. I always thought you were just a snob. Greg is right. I always thought he was just being a coffee snob when, you know, he kind of turned his nose up at coffee makers. But I would say, I wanted to say myth busted, but I can't.
You can't.
I feel like it holds true. And look, if there's one, we have about 1,000,002 coffee gadgets. But I will say, if there's one coffee gadget that is our go-to, it's a French press. It's a simple thing. You can pick it up pretty much anywhere on Amazon or Walmart or Target or like anywhere you can find it. And I will say it increases the coffee experience.
The coffee experience, and I mean, let's say, okay, forget about the woo-woo coffee experience, going slow, blah, blah, blah. You just want good coffee. I mean, the French press was better.
Yeah, the French press was better.
So
even just on like a regular, you want a better cup of coffee.
Exactly.
It's better.
If you're going to buy high quality coffee, which obviously we suggest you do, buy a food scale, $10-15 on Amazon.
Yeah, and ours is, I mean, they last forever.
They last forever. You'll need new batteries. Get a French press. Again, that's
$20-$30.
$20.
Yeah.
And you'll need either like a kettle, a teapot, a kettle, electric kettle. You'll see you can go fancy with one that's like the gooseneck, that's real nice and fancy.
Let's just talk plain Jane, the simplest you can get.
Very simple. We're just using like an old school teapot that when it's ready, it whistles at you.
Yep. And is that all you need?
Coffee. A grinder.
A grinder. Yep.
A grinder, because it does taste better. That's another episode. Does it taste better?
Freshly ground.
It's just better.
It is. I agree.
It's just better.
I agree. And I didn't even want you to be right.
It's just better. How do you make your coffee at home? Do you typically use it in an old school, I say old school, a normal, like Mr. Coffee pot? Do you use a French press? Do you use a Chemex? Do you use AeroPress?
Or is it like some kind of mixture? I know some of you, it's like a French press is kind of like a weekend thing.
Exactly, and I can see that. But again, I don't think it took any...
Ooh, in another episode, we'll have to time it.
That's true. That's a good experience. We have a lot of coffee business to talk about. We want to compare coffees. We want to try coffees from all over the world. We want to expose some of the dark sides, if you will.
Spilling the beans. Of
the coffee industry. And we are very, very excited for this new podcast / show / YouTube channel / Instagram TV /
That's still a thing?
I don't know if that's still a thing or not, but I can go to sleep at night knowing that I was right, and that feels good. Doesn't happen very often.
No, don't get used to it. Thank you guys for watching episode 1. Episode 1 of Spilling the Beans.